So our storyline, we chose this because we felt that many young, troubled teenagers could relate to this sort of storyline of drug abuse, because we have seen a rise in the use of drugs in recent years, and we thought that this may be almost a deterrent to thinking about using drugs, as well as a thriller film, and maybe this could have created even more of a tense, scary atmosphere for the viewer, because of they may be able to relate to the story through friends or through their own experiences with drugs. Our character choice, we chose a young man. We did this because even though most thriller films use an old character, from our target research, from our target group of youths, they suggested to us that they would prefer a younger actor, and they said that they could relate to the actor better if they're of a similar age. And so we went with this because we felt that it would create a greater impact on the viewers. We chose to record our opening sequence in a graveyard setting. This is because we felt that a graveyard would be a great place to match our storyline, that this man has come back to confess his sins of the victims of his drug use and abuse. This is because a graveyard is usually where people are buried, so he can go back to the graves of the people that he may have affected or killed due to the use of his drugs. We feel that this really impacts the audience and gives them a brief view into what the rest of our film may be about, without giving too much away, but it keeps them engaged in our film. We also feel that the use of a graveyard, because of it being free to use, it really helps us as students, because we didn't have much money to produce our film. So we felt that this worked really well. However, there were some problems filming in a graveyard, such as the fact that we had to be respectful and we couldn't be too loud. So this affected how we filmed our opening sequence, such as the Foley noises for some of the shouting, where we didn't want to offend people in the graveyard, so we did it outside and added it in later. We feel that the graveyard represents the social group as it's anti-stereotypical for someone of this age, in particularly youth, to go to a graveyard, which represents that something is wrong and something's happened to this young man, and it really suggests that he's got some problem or an issue, and that's why we chose the graveyard. So in our opening sequence, we chose to use a dark outfit. This is because dark outfits usually represent shadows and mystery, and we didn't really want to give too much away in our opening sequence, so we thought that the dark outfit would be best for us, as it creates this feeling. We dressed our young actor in Adidas shoes and chinos, and also a bomber jacket with a dark t-shirt underneath. We did this because we felt it best represented a youth character, whilst still showing the audience that we wanted to create a thriller film and it wasn't a happy film. The bomber jacket in particular represents the trends of the time and shows that he's not an old character and that he's young. The darkness was chosen later on, as we'd used white shoes earlier on in the scene. However, we felt that this didn't really go with the theme of our opening sequence. And due to the filter that we used, which was very dark, we decided to match this with the outfit and the attire of the person that we wanted to create. The darkness of the outfit could also represent the dark past of our character and how he's come from a use of drugs and recently just got out of prison, and how he is now ready to release that darkness and show everyone that he's ready to let go of that dark side.